I'm going to go quick on my little story. Um, like I said before, I grew up in France and I left my house very early, always loved to cook. And I decided to be a chef at 14 years old. I have no idea where I was putting my feet, but I went to train in the three-star Michelin restaurant at 14 years old. And it was a shock for me. I mean, it was not what I was expecting. I think the first day I was in the kitchen, guys, I passed out because it was too hot for me. Yeah, seriously, it was just so intense. Yeah, don't tell that to nobody. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I did my apprenticeship for 4 years with a chef called Marc Menot, a three-star Michelin restaurant. And let me tell you, it was not pink every day. I love my job, but it was, 14, 15 hours a day. Chef always put you pressure all day. It's very like in the army, the chef scream. That's the way they express themselves at that time. But and at that time, you have no choice to stay in the kitchen because if you want to be the best, you need to work with the best. At that time, it was no cookbook, there was no internet, where you can learn how to debone a lamb or debone a fish. You need to learn your job in the restaurant and pay your due. And it was a very, very hard. I did that for 13 years in France. I worked with a three-star Michelin chef for 13 years in France. And um, it was very difficult mentally, physically, and yeah, I have a tough training. I learned my job. I was back in the kitchen every day, but it was tough. I'm not going to enter the detail. But at that time, what's the thing at that time, it was you have no help. It was not HR, no HR. You cannot go nowhere. I mean, you just need to say yes, chef, and work, and that's it. I cannot go to the office to the chef and complain. Oh my, the chef screamed at me today. I'm not very happy about that. It stressed me. It was not bad at that time. So you just need to take it and walk and walk. So that was very difficult, and I was a little bit traumatized about that. Definitely, definitely. When I moved in America in 1996, um, I was a young cook, 24 years old, and I become a chef at 25, head chef at 25, and I act exactly the way my chef trained me. And it was not the good way, to scream at people. You don't get anything you want from people, and you put a bad ambiance in your kitchen. It's not good. But anyway, I go fast. But more you get older, more you realize, you cannot treat people like nothing. It's not a solution. But it was the way I was raised. It was difficult. But anyway, but so I moved in 1996 in Los Angeles, worked in some few restaurants, worked in Las Vegas, and I opened my first restaurant. I did some pop-up restaurant for a long time, and after I opened my restaurant late, at my first restaurant at 40 years old, and I would say my life changed also. At 40 years old to open my first restaurant, it was a lot of pressure. I want to be a Michelin star chef, so I was working every day. I was a work alcoholic, work alcoholic. I did not see my family for 10 years, don't pay attention on my kids enough. I mean, I was there, but every day as a restaurant, long hour, guys, you know what it is, 9 o'clock in the morning until 12 o'clock the night and 6 days a week. So it's not very alive. Our life is very difficult, but I want to be the best. So to be the best, you need to work hard. So it was not the solution, but I go quick after COVID happened, and COVID was very difficult for me and messed up my life a little bit. COVID, it was very difficult to keep the restaurant open, deal with that, and I was never trained to deal with that. So I need to figure out myself, and I have a lot of staff won't work and they want to keep their job to support their family. So it was a lot of pressure. Um, I went down at that time. I went down, start to drink. Um, and then after I decided to separate from my partner because I was not happy. I mean, it was good for 10 years, but we have a different culture about restaurant. It was a good run, but I just want to open my own thing and create my own culture in the restaurant. It was very important for me. But before that, before I separated from my partner, during that, I have a breakdown, burnout. I went down totally. I have a lot of problem with the restaurant, a lot of stress with the restaurant. I lost creativity. And that is scary when you're a chef, guys. to lose your mojo, your creativity. You go walk, you don't want to walk, you don't want to get dirty, no inspiration for cooking. And why? Why it happened to me? Because of burnout. I was working too much and not take care of myself. I never asked for help. Never asked for help to my wife, to my partner, to my friend. I was keeping all the things for me. I start to isolate. I was in depression, totally depression. Why in depression? Because working too many hours. I was not take care of myself. Um, yeah, I create that. I create that. You know, it's very dangerous. When you're a work alcoholic, it's very dangerous. You can put yourself in very bad position. And what really also ruined my life, make me good also, but ruined my life, guys, is to be a perfectionist. A perfectionist can ruin your life, guys. Be careful with that. I want the salt every day here and not here. You know, in my house, is something too. I mean, to be like that, it's just painful. It just you put yourself down, you know, and I start drinking, and I start the worst thing, not drinking also for deal with my problem, and also I start to take a lot of medication, like Adderall, Vyvanse. I mean, all the speed medication I can take to just deal with all my problem. And because I never asked for help, I never have did that. You know, I'm 50 years old, but I did a big mistake. You know, I was ashamed to ask for help. And and when you take a lot of medication and drinking, that's not good. You go down. The brain is not there. Um, you lost everything. And I lost, I think I don't exaggerate, in 1 year, I lost 30 pounds because when you take a lot of medicine, it cuts your appetite. And I was down. I was ashamed to ask for help. I did not see my therapist for 1 year. And one day, my wife see me. I was struggling. I was isolated a lot, and I have a lot of memory about also about my past in the kitchen. You know, a lot of bad memory about that. Was I'm still at a bit difficult time in the kitchen at that time, and I went to see my therapist, and my therapist sent me to rehab. I have no idea what rehab was, guys, and rehab is very difficult. It's you go over there, you don't know why. I don't know why I was in rehab. I did not understand why I was with these people, with some alcoholics, some drug addict, with some people from the military. And I say, why I'm over there? I'm not like that. But yeah, I was like that. I was. I was a mess. And a mess because I don't ask for help and I did not take care of myself. My point is in our kitchen now in our industry. If you're not feeling good, you need to ask for help. Well, we have the tool everywhere. I mean, a lot of restaurants now have HR, and I know it's sometimes you're ashamed to ask for help, and I was ashamed to ask for help, but I want to make sure the young cook now, all my staff, I'm talking with them a lot about what happened to me because I want them to ask me for help if they have a problem. It's very important for me to have a good culture in my restaurant. But I learned a lot in rehab, a lot, and I deal a lot with my anger. I have a lot of anger, and anger ruined my life too. I'm not patient, and I have a problem with boundary. I don't like when people go to my zone. The airport, I'm panicking at the airport. I'm panicking in the store because people pushing me or whatever. It's just not fun. You know, it's just not fun to be like that in life. And rehab really opened my eyes about life and how to take care of myself, how about to be more aware and a lot about spirituality also. Since I went to rehab, I'm very close with spirituality now. It really helped me a lot. And I learned how to pause. I never learned how to pause in the kitchen. You have a problem, just pause. I know it's not easy to pause during service. I understand that. You're going to say to the chef, hey, chef, can I pause? You know, you have 10 chicken burger, whatever. You can't do that. But you really need to learn how to pause in life. In the restaurant business too, our life is just so speed. It's just so stressful. I mean, I try to put a good ambiance with my restaurant, but it's still stressful. Service is stressful. You know, you get slammed, it's stressful. Still, you have a nice chef, you have a nice staff, a nice culture. You get beat up during service. You know, it's hard. It's very hard, guys. You know, still now. You know, and that I try to teach my staff about. You know, to doing. the right thing to take care of themselves, not to love themselves. And what I learned in rehab is to love myself. I never love myself. Never. I have a broken brain. I have a little voice in my head who's telling me I'm not good enough every day. And that it's hard to deal with that, because I remember my chef to tell me every day I'm not good enough. Always put you pressure to be the best, the best, the best, the best every day. Three-star Michelin restaurant is not a joke, guys. Trust me. You really, it's pressure. It's every day. I mean, I remember I was shaking when my chef was next to me or whatever. It was just so, so stressful. The chef can push you sometime in the kitchen or do thing to you, in my time. But now I think the most important thing is I want to really people understand to not be ashamed to ask for help like I did in my past. I never asked for help. Never, never. And make sure around you guys, you have a lot of positive people. So in my past, I have a lot of negative people in my business, in my company, and it really ruined me, put me down. To hear think negative every day, that's not good. Not good at all. You need to really have a good. I was doing too much thing and not enough positivity in my life. I mean, in my industry, in my job, not my life. My wife is amazing, my kids too. But my job, I was just not around with good people, strong people, and um, and I think people need to also learn how to taking break. I really push myself, my staff, when I see them eating 5 minutes. I say, come on, guys, take a break, take 30 minutes, just go ahead. It's just all these things. It just our industry is so hard and it's much better than before, but we still have a lot of work to help people. I see that every day. I see people drinking the night. I see them coming back the morning, hangover. I see that why they're drinking so much because they're stressed, because our life is stressful in the kitchen. It's intense to be a chef. It's not like in TV where it's beautiful and fun. It's just it's reality, you know. And I really want the people who's working for me to work in the good culture. The culture is another thing. For me, in my restaurant, so yes, 5 minutes. For me, in my restaurant, the number one thing is not the guest, it's my staff. My staff is first. And if my staff are treated very well, they're going to do a good job with the guest. I know that. I know that. So I really, really make sure my staff have a good ambiance to work with me is very important for me. But it's not easy. I still have problem every day with HR. People find people or whatever, it's just exhausting sometimes. But it's part of life, it's like that. And we try to good staff meal, to have the proper nutrition. Is very happy. I did not eat for 1 year and a half. So that I lost all my hair. I lost in my hair, everything. I was a zombie. I was not there at all. I was a zombie, guys. I was not there because the drugs, the alcohol, the stress in the kitchen, depression, and that. It was just the accumulation about all these years in the kitchen. And one day, you know what, guys? You just hit the wall. And but the rehab really helped me to get back on track. And what I related a lot, I know it's pretty deep what I'm saying, but I relate a lot with the AA meeting. It's not an AA meeting. I do that a lot, and I meet people and listen people problem, and it make me feel much better. I'm not just me. Some people are like me too, and it really helped me to have some hope to be better one day in my life. Because I'm better, but I'm not great yet. But I'm in recovery now. But you know, it's it's gonna be a long journey, a long process, but it's a big fight. But the most important thing for me, you need to learn how to love yourself, and be positive and ask for help. And in life, you need to learn how to say no. Our industry is so hard. It's so hard industry. I mean, all of you work in the kitchen. It's just still now it's hard too now. I mean, I see my chef working in the kitchen. I see them it's hard sometimes. Or the front of the house too, not the kitchen. The front of the house too. I forgot about them, but them too. Be a waiter is not easy too, guys. The industry in general, being hostess is not easy too. You scream by the guests because they wait 5 minutes for their table. It's I love my job, but oh my God, guys, it's so difficult. So we all need to be together and talk about that and find solution together. It's very important to talk about your problem. When you talk about your problem, you're feeling so much better. When I talk about my problem with the AA meeting, I feel so much better. I feel a new guy. I'm positive. I enjoy to go outside, look, take a picture of beautiful trees, the sun, and look at that. It makes me very happy. And not just to be in the kitchen, but it's a long journey. Our industry is so hard, so hard, guys. And I'm become more and more, talk more with God, spirituality. Talking with God, believe on God more, it really helped me to deal with my alcoholism, my addiction. And yeah, and yeah, a lot of people, I have a lot of friends, I know some friends, not a lot, but I can say five in my hand. I know some friends, some chef who's killed themselves because of pressure. Yes. And that is hard, and I want it to happen to me because I was on the border to do that. I was, yeah. But now I see some light. I have a good staff with me, and I have a lot good things coming, and my creativity is back. My love for cooking is back, so I'm very happy. The last 6 months, I have an amazing team with me now. They push me, I push them, a lot of good energy, and I just do, and I want to do what I love, guys. That's it. And what I love to do is cooking, so that's what I like to do. I mean, I can talk more and more, guys. I know people have question or I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I don't know if I answer. But and with the AA meeting, I related a lot the 12 step and tradition to help me to be better in life and to deal with my anger. Because you get a lot of anger when in the kitchen. I see my cook they get mad, mad, and mad because when in the sheets or in my English, but they get and they're drinking because I catch some people drinking during service, it's or doing drug or whatever. That's our industry, and I want to stop that, So I need to talk with them every day. What I do, guys, I try to do every day is to talk with my staff, take two people, and ask them simply, "How you been? How are you? How you been? You need help?" Just make sure to double check with people because the problem of life now, guys, people don't ask for help. Most people don't ask for help. You have no idea. Yeah. So I make sure I ask for people, make sure, ask them if they need anything or whatever, because some people don't talk. And after they do stupid things. Yeah, it's a tough business, guys, you know, but I love my job. I love to give happiness to the guests. I love cooking. I love the pleasure to teach. I love to teach. I love to teach how to cook. I love that. I love the creativity. But yeah, the most important thing what I learned in my life, I repeat again, but and not enough, but ask for help. Don't be ashamed about whatever happened to you in the kitchen or in life or whatever, and talk about that. And after you feel better and love yourself. Yeah, yeah. But it was a long journey. My recovery is not finished, guys. But I start to see the light. It's good. I'm thinking positive every day. Positive, gratitude list, meditation. Meditation helped me so much. Meditation. Before my rehab, I cannot meditate. They teach me how to meditate over there. I meditate every morning. I wake up early every morning. I do my homework. Gratitude list, meditation, talk with God, do a prayer, and AA meeting every morning at 8 o'clock. Every day at 8 o'clock, I go to AA meeting and Zoom, and I set my day for success to talk with people, and people support each other and to be good for the day. And it really helped me. I'm so excited to go every morning at 8 o'clock to my AA Zoom meeting. I love it. Love it. It just helped me to be positive and to be good for my staff, good with my people, and try to not get too crazy when I drive because somebody cut me also. Oh, yes, I cannot. Oh, my God. Bad guys. Ah, ah. I don't know if it's my alcoholism or my addiction, but oh, my God. Bad people when you go to my zone. Oh, no, no. I mean, I'm better now, guys. But anyway, much better now. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think it's very important for me to talk about that because I don't want it happen to other people. I did not see myself go down. That's what is scary. I did not see I lost 25 pounds. I did not see I was isolated. I see I was in depression. I know that. I see I don't have inspiration. I don't want to cook anymore. But I did not see all these things. I did not see all these things. a zombie for 1 year and a half. Not there. I tried to hold it by myself, but it's just embarrassing. Embarrassing to be like that. Yeah, embarrassing. And now I'm not embarrassed anymore. I accept that. I think it's important in life to accept a mistake, to accept who you are, and to accept, uh, yeah, whatever you have addiction or whatever. I've had addiction with kitchen. I'm a work alcoholic. I'm a work alcoholic. That's the problem. It's an addiction. I love it. But it's not good too, guys. You need to have a balance in life. It's very important. You know, it's very important. And yeah, so I hope I can help people to be better in life. I'm writing a book now about my life now. Not my life, but my last 5 years, why I went down, why I went down. I want people to understand why I went down. And I think I start to understand why now. It's a long process, why I went down, why I was isolated, what I was drinking, medication. It was a crazy job, definitely. The stress of cooking, running a restaurant. It's crazy. But so yeah, I'm reading a book. I hope to finish it soon. And I hope to give a lot of solution to people to be better because it's very important to share your experience in life. I'm 52 years old and I have a lot of experience since 14 years old in the kitchen. A lot. Some good one and bad one, of course. But now I just want to think about the positive and forget about the past. And you need to accept the past, do an inventory, and just it's done now. It just you can change things. I believe you can change yourself, and you can change things if you really do the right thing and be positive. And